Hey, this is Jackson, Big Wild, and just make sure to check out my interview with Mr.Indie. I've only been to Mexico City once before, and that was I played EDC in 2020. But so far it's been great. I'm really looking forward to pretty hard because it's different from my last music quite a bit. So it's like figuring out how to blend the new with the old, but it's also kind of fun too. It's like how to make everything flow together. I love the challenge. So it's got like the set has a lot of old stuff and new stuff too, and I think it works pretty well actually. But it's hard. Yeah, we have visuals and everything. We have visuals, we have a band. It's like a very full show. There's a lot. But that's also what I think is really fun about it. I think people have connected with the idea. I think like the physicality of like touching stuff or using your like senses for your emotions, that is like so just dependent on whoever's listening to it, that it's been kind of a different reaction. But I have had a lot of people just like connect with my music and what I'm singing on a way that I haven't had before. I think that's cool. They like really know what that song is about and they connect with it. Before it was maybe a little more like abstract and vague, but now it's like I just feel like people get it even more because I'm singing about it more. Like I'm just being more vocal, literally. I think it was teamwork. Like, and it wasn't it was the ocean. We went to the Pacific Ocean, which is about like an hour and a half from where I live. So we went out there and, it was extremely cold because the water up there is cold. Even if it's the middle of the summer, it's still really cold. And it was just, but we wanted that. We wanted to represent a bit of a struggle, a bit of chaos, like big waves in the middle of winter, the cold shivering. It's just like we wanted to create like a powerful scene. And so we all thought, let's go to the ocean and capture it. And then we got really lucky with the weather because it was like a clear day. So by the time the sun set, it was just this beautiful blue color in the sky, like dark blue. And that was exactly what the color we wanted for the cover, is kind of this deep blue. And so it worked out perfect. Yeah, of like reliving that same thing every night. I know what you're saying. I feel like a part of me when I play the show has to be a little detached from it, just for like my own sake, so it's like I'm just focusing on different things when I'm doing it live. Like I want to focus on like actually making the performance great and whatnot, and I'm feeling it. But there is a level of like, if I'm going to do this every night, I do need to like have a little distance from that meaning. But also at the same time, I feel like the more I play it, the more comfortable I am just being in that space too. Like it's not as, when I first made Blue and was writing stuff down and recording, that was intense. But now that I've sung the song live, like maybe 40, 50 times, it starts to like, I'm more comfortable being in that space and it doesn't like get to my core as much. So there's that too. You just kind of almost just get stronger. Before I got the offer, I hadn't heard of it. I didn't know what Corona Capital was. But when I did get the offer, I checked it out. I saw the lineup. I saw like the insane amount of artists here. I was like, wow, this is a really big deal. And I was kind of comparing it. It seemed like it was a like Coachella like festival in Mexico, just like there was like a wide range of different acts. A lot of like really cool and interesting music, but also like really big acts too. So just that blend of stuff, like it really struck me, and I was surprised I hadn't heard of it before, you know? And I guess to you, like, would you say this is one of the bigger festivals in Mexico? Yeah. Really depends on the type of musician you want to be, you know? I think if you want to make your own music and be pretty DIY, you do need to understand production and engineering and stuff. If you want to just be more of a songwriter and like purely like maybe have chords, lyrics, melody and stuff like that, you don't necessarily need to know production. I do think it's handy though, like no matter what, to get ideas out there, to like be able to show people your work. If you know a little bit of that skill, it kind of goes a long way, and so people can understand what you're saying, rather than just like, if it's only like a guitar or piano and your vocals, then it's going to be like, it might not connect as easily, but it might too. I mean, so it just depends. If you're doing it DIY, you're going to want to learn production and know how to engineer stuff, because that's a lot of what you'll have to do. Yeah. You got to get dorky with it.